Hey guys, what's up? I've been getting a lot of questions about augment gear, so I decided to go ahead and show everybody how to craft it. This will work if you're synth weaving, of course, if you're armor mech, pretty much all the professions. Just make sure that when you get the schematic that you're buying the right schematic for the right class. So I'm armor mech. I'll pull up my crafting. Basically the augments come in three types. Basically you have a green, a blue, and a purple, which purple of course is the best, and it's what you're going to be wanting to acquire to put in your top end PvE, PvP gear. What happens is you'll need actually the crafted appearance orange gear, and what it takes is a crit on the craft in order to get a augment slot in the crafted item. Let me run over to my bank real fast. I'll show you what the crafted augment slot looks like. Alright, as you can tell, I've gone through a lot of material, and this is not even half of it, just to get 3 pieces. I'm not really sure if there's a stat you can adjust to make your companion have better crit chance to get these augments. I'm not sure about that right now. If anybody knows, let me know. But you definitely get the augment slot open, and you can also craft weapons that have it also. I only have the weapon right now because this the orange Battlemaster gear that I want my guy to have, the appearance gear, requires Valor rank 60. You can also do this with lower level orange gear like level 20, craft it. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to pull the mods out of your Battlemaster gear, which is not cheap. You're going to spend about 100k a piece getting those mods out, implementing them into the orange gear, and then you're going to take a purple augment and put in that gear. Then you're going to gain roughly over 100. In this case I'm using aim and endurance, 100 aim plus some endurance too. And you can also use the blue augments. Definitely you don't want to spend the money on some of the higher end stuff. But what you're going to need to do in order to craft these augments, and remember to search under the profession that you're going to be looking at. And I went to crafting schematics, armor mech, and what you're looking for is a premium, which is basically a green. You can search by name, and basically it'll come up with all the augments you will be able to craft as your profession. Make sure you have your profession selected, and basically there's a couple different types that I can craft: cunning, absorption, aim, a lot of different things like that. You'll have a lot of other miscellaneous schematics on here, but you can really find the schematic you're looking for under 5k. I mean, really ridiculously low. I found mine for I think 500. Someone had listing on there. So you can definitely find these for really cheap on the Galactic Trade Network. And what you're going to do is you're going to learn that schematic, and it's going to give you the green to be able to craft. Basically you'll need to craft roughly about 4 of these. They have a 20% chance when you RE them, which is your little reverse engineering tool, and you reverse engineer them, and what this is going to do is grant you another schematic. So this is going to grant you your second schematic basically, which is the blue augment. Then you're going to need to craft about another roughly 4 of these. Now if you really want to save a lot of money, you could really go with the blue augments in your gear until you can afford the purple stuff, because getting the supplies, this purple, depending on the server you're on, all this is really common stuff that you can craft yourself if you have scavenging. But these purples from slicing, depending on how many slicers you have on your server, these can be really expensive. And I think on this Fatman server they were going up to like 40k for 4 of them, like 10,000 a piece. But it fluctuates quite a lot, so if you pay attention to the auction house you'll be able to get it for a lot less. So if you're really not wanting to spend a lot of money, you gain 18 over 12. For a blue you gain 16 over 10, so you lose a little bit but not much, 2 each way. So what you do is you reverse engineer that, again the blue, and you'll grant the purple one. Definitely I'm going to try and have all my gear all purpled out. I don't have a lot of cash right now. That brings me to the next topic. You can make a lot of money off this, even if you have to buy let's say these parts for 30k. 135K. Let's say we buy these purples, which is slicing. Now if you have an alt that can do this, you're going to be making real money doing the slicing yourself. Basically you'll slice and or purchase these for, let's say, 30K. These materials here are not going to cost you much, probably, let's say, 1,000 per, so 8,000. You know, so you got about 40,000 in the purple as of right now. Okay, so that's nothing to craft it. Then you can craft it, and you can have these rolling out basically, you know, on a 30-minute time scale, 30-40 minutes, having them crafted out. 45 minutes is the crafting time. You can have them rolling out. You can do 2 at a time, have them just constantly coming out, and you can roughly sell these between 60 and 80,000 depending on your server. Sometimes on Fatman they're going for 125 if you get somebody really desperate to buy them. Right now I'm sticking to particularly just the aim and endurance, and basically what I'm doing is for every 2 of these craft, I sell one. I'm going through credits right now just like crazy because I'm remodding and getting my orange gear ready. So I'm really spending them as fast as I can get them in. But I've sold probably around 10 purples so far, and I'm selling them for roughly around 80,000. You can dip lower. Some people have gone as low as 45. It's just how the market goes. It can dip down to 45 for like an hour, then shoot back up to 60. But if you have 40,000 invested in this, even if you buy the mats, you're going to be making a lot of money. But make sure you don't price gouge too much. Don't go too high. Between 80 and 60 is a really good fair number. You're still making 20,000 profit for your your effort. Even if you bought the mats, you're still making an effort profit. So you have that. So try and keep it in that window, and it'll be fair, and you'll actually sell a lot more. If you go up to that 125, you may sell 1 a day. If you're in that 60 to 80 range of these augments, and try and keep it generic. Try and stick with the cunning, endurance, willpower, endurance, aim, endurance. That's what a lot of people are stacking right now. They may eventually, people may stack other things that may be more popular, but from what I'm looking at, the things that are selling are the core stats. People may figure out that's not the way to go later on and stack something else because of how the diminishing returns, but for now this is definitely the ones that are selling like hotcakes. So I hope this cleared up a little bit how to craft these and how to obtain the schematic off the auction house. So I'll talk to you guys later.